Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Get ready to rumble!
Pump up the jam, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it.
Y'all ready for this?
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Give it up, go.
Welcome to the big show. Simply wait.
Pump it up while your feet are stumping and the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor. See, 'cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that. I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight, make my day. I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight, make my day. Pump up the jam, pump up the jam, pump up the jam, pump up the jam, pump it up, up.
At the 25, breaks a couple of tackles. Headlock at go! Headlock at go! He could go all the way!
Hey, you, get out of our way, because today is the day we will put you away.
It's fun to stay in the YMCA. It's fun to stay in the YMCA. They have everything for your men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. Let's get ready to rumble. Get ready to rumble.
Pump up the jam, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it.
Aggressive, be aggressive.
Simply en fuego.
What? Sorry, just quickly.
I just came to say hello.
You didn't cut me off. Think I like it never happened, but now we were nothing. And I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and I feel so rough.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot pot. Cooking, fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't trust nobody, grip the trigger. Nobody call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, get through with this shit. Bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas is savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My bitch is bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas is savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too.
Open Gangnam Style. Open Gangnam Style. Open Gangnam Style.
Love is the best place to find love, is at the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, drinking fast in the talk store. Come over and start up a conversation.
When I met you in the summer, maybe heaven right now is a devil or angel away. That won't change. Together we vow that our colors will sparkle the fade. And I will find you. I will find you. I will reach you.
Surely we can be friends. I know so much about you. You blocked me on Facebook, and now you're going to die.
Do you recall, not long ago, we would walk on the sidewalk? Innocent, remember, all we did was care for each other. But the night was warm, we were bold and young. All around, the windows, we were on to let go. Love is fire gun, we need someone to lean on. Love is fire gun, all we need is somebody to lean on. Love is fire gun, we need someone to lean on. Love is fire gun, all we need is somebody to lean on. Love is fire
Don't stop, turn that up, take it higher. Tear this mother up, start a riot. Don't stop, 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 stop,
all the time to keep you off my mind. Ooh, all the time to keep you off my mind. Spend my days locked in a haze, trying to forget you, babe. I fall back down. Gotta stay high all my life to forget I'm missing you.
How does it even get in here? Do you see her? She's so short and that dress is so tacky. Where's Cheetah? It's not even summer. Why does the DJ keep on playing Summertime Sadness? After you're in the bathroom, can we go smoke a cigarette? I really need one. But first, let me take a selfie.
now stop.
I bet y'all having a good time out there.
I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched I let it burn. I threw your shit into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. Always be my jewel.
Bring that ass back like a boom, 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 boom. Never gave up.
Johnny, la gente está muy loca.
Baby, I'm wasted. All I wanna do is drive home to you, baby. I'm faded. All I wanna do is take you downtown.
When I came to Spain and I saw people partying, I thought to myself, what the fuck, what the fuck? All day, all night, all day, all night.
When I walk on by, girls be looking like Debbie Fly. I pimp to the beat, walking down the street in my new freak, yeah. This is how I roll, animal print pants out control. It's Red Bull with the big ass bra, and like Bruce Lee, I got the clout.
I don't know whether he was really saying it. All he kept saying was eat, sleep, rave, repeat, eat, sleep, rave, repeat, eat, sleep, rave, repeat, eat, sleep, rave.
What's up, team? I just hadn't heard that song in a while. I was like, man, I want to jam that one out. Old China Grove. I like the Doobie Brothers, some old school. I like all music teams. So like sometimes you're gonna hear some stuff and you're like, I've never even heard this old redneck song. What is this? What is he playing? Like this, like Steve Miller Band, right? This is so about Billy Joe and Bobby Sue. Two young lovers with nothing better to do. Sit around the house, get high and watch the tunes. Oh, come on. Two songs about Texas in a row. I just thought about that. It's like, are these the Texas songs? I forgot about these are two songs about having a little fun in Texas. This one's a little bit different. What took the money and run? That's us. We're gonna take the money. We're gonna run, team. How you doing, Renata? How you doing? It's been a fun day, honestly. Overall, it was kind of like a mix, though. You know, it was like fun, but it wasn't fun. You know, because there was a halt, and then we had to wait for the halts, and then like with NAMS and within NAMS, NAMS, we're like, are we gonna move or anything today? You know, and that's what I was in the end went away from real quickly though. 1740 shelf crack on Man U. 1740 shelf crack. Keep that on high watch. Man U. 1740 shelf crack. But NAMS, you know, I was seeing the big gaps up, the big gap ups. I always say, I wasn't gonna say gaps, but the gap ups, right? Because I got, I guess, the gaps in my teeth, right? A big old gap, right? And that's a big gap. But I'm always like, my wife, I want to like eventually, real quickly, get braces or, anyways, I want to fix this. I want them nice and tight. My wife here was like, actually, I like the gap. It's really cute. I love it. I'm like, so no, you don't want me to fix my teeth. She's like, what's wrong with them? I'm like, whatever. I was like, no, there's nothing really wrong with them, but anyway, it's funny. I'm like, okay, gap it is. She likes the gap. I guess I'll be whistling every once in a while, because every once in a while those little whistle comes out. It's all because of that stupid gap. Anyway, so back to this. Massive gap ups. So I was like, man, this is going to have a crazy gap down. If I can nail, that's why I said, as soon as I see red, I'm getting in. I was alerting this to you guys in chat, telling you exactly what the process was. And I said, this was probably going to happen. We're going to see a gap up, red can. I was surprised it didn't happen here. You know, and then we did it, point being, we had a 10-minute halt. And I was ready for it. I'm like, okay, well, we'll see what we get round two. And that's why I alerted after that. I was already after this one, I had moved away from wanting to go long on this. After that 30-minute halt, I knew it would not have run that much. Imagine, team, if we had 10-minute halts on this. With this size gap up, this would have been, like I said, at 50 before we could blink an eye. It would have been flying, you know, if we just had 5 and 10-minute halts. We didn't. We had 30-minute halts. One after this one was actually a rando. Remember this opened? I told Melissa because I was like, I don't know. I was like, it could be random at this point, and it was random, and it opened like a 43-minute halt. Anyway, and then we came live here, NAMS. Great opportunity to get in here. As soon as I saw red, I told you guys to get in. Just had a feeling it was going to collapse down. I think it was like 28. I have to go back to the 1-minute time frame here. 28.75 rule right here. Yeah, exactly, right here. See where it kind of opened up at? It was right below, it was actually below the 28.75 rules where I was wanting to get in, right? That was kind of my key to get in, and of course, it went flying down, massive, in a hurry. Again, my entry area was right, it was 27.84, whatever it was, wasn't that great, but it was exactly what I wanted, especially when we kept going down below the halt up area, because I knew this wouldn't bounce, and as soon as it didn't bounce to the halt strategy area, that's what I was kind of looking for, for a short, and down below it, and then there was nothing to hold it up, you know, that's why I figured we'd at least get 25, where we opened up from this halt up, and where the VWAP was. If we go gap down below that, which it was showing, I'm definitely just going to go ahead and take half the shares right out of it. And I usually do anyway on these halt plays. Was a great play, though. Where you going, Queenie? And, again, these plays probably won't... They might see something for the rest of the day, but, again, like I've told you, this is when volume really starts to start dying off for the rest of the day. 100% in the small cap world. So NAMS, most likely DONE, cooked, fried. Someone, for whatever reason, likes their steak well done, you know. Like, I mean, you might as well just go eat a brick at that point. I mean, what the hell you doing there? Well, you paid 40, 50, especially when you go places and spend how much money on the meat. Why? You're not getting any, you know, what are you spending that much money on the meat for? You just burnt it. It doesn't even have any flavor left. Where's the juice? Who are you? Anyway, but and then there may be people out there that love well done steak, but anyway, that's your thing. I like it, right? Under $10, maybe you'll see a crack. I'm done trading though for the day. I am done. Hadn't traded all week. Wasn't on my radar like most days to go. You know, especially early on, I wasn't seeing a lot. You know, okay, probably won't even trade today, maybe. And next thing you know, I went from not trading to just well, NRBO was boom. That kind of set the scales early on. This was the one I alerted you guys about 15 minutes or so after the opening bell. Let's go back to NRBO so we can see this gorgeous play. Don't know if you guys got it. It's actually less than 15 minutes, right after, actually probably about 10 minutes or so, whenever it was. Beautiful shelf for me. It was probably 5 minutes after the opening bell, but this was a gorgeous short. This 180 area, you know, when I start seeing this, and one of these two, I forgot which one. I think it was actually this one too. I almost went in up top. You know, I was like, man, there are so many upper shadows, and every time I see all these upper shadows, they never break. It just hasn't broke. They just never break this year. They always fail. And boom, I was like, man, I could have been at like 175 or above, and I was like, whatever. And then boom, it started cracking down and gave us a perfect area for an entry. And it popped back up right away, but I got in. I was telling you guys 170 shelf crack. I got in right here at about 166, 167 was my entry. Popped right back up, and I was like, man, no, come on now. Don't be doing the wick game on me here. And now this is the true low. And we have to crack to the VWAP, and then that kind of limits my profitability. But I said I alerted this to you guys. I said this has room down to 1.5, and I kept alerting, hey, you hold this to 1.5. You're good to 1.5. Even when we're popping up, I'm like, hey, you're good. I'm still in it. And then boom, we got our 1.5. This is where I actually scaled out half right here is when it came down to the 1.55. Then I said I'm still in half for the move down to 1.5, and we should get it any minute now. I alerted that. I think I remember. And then boom, shakalaka. I let off just more great plays. I forgot who all alerted this morning. Multiple traders alerted this one. I know Alex Vaughn was another one that I remember. He was one of the last ones alerted it that I saw. I'm like, okay, he's alerting it too now. Okay, damn it, I've got to go over here and look at Perf. And it was a great trend. It depends on how you want to look at it, but the shelf right here, I was alerting you guys. It literally, as soon as I could type it in, it was happening. I was saying, guys, watch for the 710, 715, whatever I alerted shelf crack. And then boom, it came right on down. Here was my entry area right here at 707. Which, yes, again, can maybe tad bit worried because of that lower shadow, but once it closed and opened, I was like, nope, you know, this is your candlestick confirmation. It closed there. It's not a shadow anymore, baby boy. And as soon as I thought that, too, and I was like, oh, boy, y'all went from, did I get in probably too early again, kind of like an NRBO, and then immediately said, nope, you're good. That thought process, as soon as I clarified, I was like, it went down. It was boof. And so I alerted you guys, boom, whammy, another great short. So that was a 50-cent short right there. NRBO was only like 18 cents or so. I think it max 16 cents, or it was odd. I think it was an even number. I think it was 16 cents actually is what I got out of it overall on the top end. What else? And then of course, of course the latest two NAMs today was great. And the Man U that I had on, let's go back to Man U. This wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be today, right? Man U, I'll go back and put this in. You can see the shelf here in a minute a little bit better. But Man U overall, this one had a great, this is the alert that I gave you guys earlier. It had a shelf being built in right here. Said it was a small one too, but I was like, watch for the VWAP crack. And same thing. As soon as I alerted that, it was a gorgeous, I mean, he just immediately dumped 30, 40 cents. I just took it. It came right down to the area I wanted to get to. I was like, you got to be kidding me. It went right down to this. 1665 was going to be, if I had enough time, I would have said 1665 was my target on this, where this upper shadow and lower shadow meets. This little congestion area. Just didn't think it was going to be one that just completely dumped back down. And maybe over time we built a shelf like this, and I alerted this once, and it actually built up a pretty nice shelf in this area. It just never cracked it. We pushed our way back up. And of course from there playing, NAMs, TMPO, those were fun plays today if you were part of those. Let's see, Melissa, my mom had a gap too. At first I was thinking we were talking about, back to my teeth. I thought we were talking about stocks and gap ups, and I was like, your mom had a gap up, huh? And then I read 2 and then realized you were talking about my teeth. Just kidding. But she got rid of it when she got rid of it when I was younger, and I hated it. I thought she looked so beautiful. Oh, that's awesome, yeah. Well, the gap is in. The gap here, it's a done deal. That's why I think maybe I like gap up plays. I like a little bit of I like a solid gap up, really. Actually, a 5-minute time frame is where this is set in the best because of those lower shadows. Dots on the SPY, looking for the next possible call. And is that what you're looking for, Loco Leo? Did you mean call? Or was that just mean next possible call? Could you go either way? I didn't know what that meant. Just kind of, were you taking that like, was that just verbiage you were using there? Was that literally, figuratively is my point? Literally a call, or figuratively just your next alert? My next alert would be, it's here. I'm telling you, volume's going to die off again, probably even further than it did earlier in the day. It looks like it's already doing that in the last 2 5-minute candles. You can tell these 2 5-minute candles are pretty much the lowest back-to-back of the day they are. If you go back-to-back candles, this is the 2 lowest back-to-back candles we've had, showing you volumes leaving. May not get as big as move unless you just see a big sell-off and a lot of say point me if you go for the short side and you're going for 460, 465, whatever you want to go in here for the shelf crack back on down to say low of day around 400. All right, that would be a short opportunity. and maybe you get some, again, stop losses or whatnot, getting triggered along the way, and it dumps on down. And then, counterly on the top side, like I said, if you go through, you're probably going to get about the same move, in my opinion. You might get $1 up. You might get $1 down. You might get $1 up. You break through back above the 9 EMA, which has been riding really, really, really nicely today on the 9 EMA. I mean, just perfectly up it. Finally cracked below it. Thanos crossover happened. I almost mentioned that earlier. But this was a gorgeous, I alerted you guys, the gorgeous 401.80 shelf crack that I was alerting you guys. And look what happened when you crack the shelf and Thanos comes over and just smacks the SPY around. Over the 9 EMA, a move over 400, 401, I almost said 401, but 401. Watch for a possible move back up to, say, 401.80, right? So you get about an 80-cent move. So, 80 cents to $1 up, 80 cents to $1 down or so. Yeah, Melissa and I thought about holding this longer, and I'll probably do this more often when I know it's slow out, and it's been slow, right? This just kind of happened like I told you. What did I tell you? And this is about as good as we're going to get this year, unfortunately. Week before Thanksgiving. You can mark it right now, please, people, if you're listening to me. Remember this. Mark on your calendar a full week before Thanksgiving. I am no lie. Every single year, you will be able to count on small caps going bananas at some point in those 5 days or so. You go Thursday, the last Thursday of every November's Thanksgiving in the United States. Mark a full week before that and circle that Thursday and go anywhere around this time, it should start getting hot. I should see some breakout plays. I need to be ready and prepared. It's gonna happen, I promise you. It just happened again this year, and it was slow as you know what. You got it, Loco Leo. Spike, I'm done for you. Definitely, I'm done for the day. Spike ain't there. Thanksgiving, the last Thursday, every November. It's the last Thursday of every November. So get to November, find the last Thursday of that month, and go. That's Thanksgiving, which is you can tell. Point being, tomorrow is the last Thursday of the month, so that's tomorrow. Go back a week before that, circle that day, and go, or you can just circle out Thanksgiving, but go a week before that and go. I know somewhere in here it's going to start getting hot again. Well, team, Thanksgiving plans? Anyone doing anything? It's slow out. I'm not worried about going over too much today. Definitely get but anyone have any Thanksgiving? I was gonna and I'll say this too as well. Kind of tease this a lot. I'm doing a Black Friday sale. I'll probably wait till I'll tease a little bit more so today, and I'll get the prices out on Thursday. But all day long Friday, I'll be going live. I'll be teasing that. I'm probably gonna drop my rates even probably a tad cheaper. Like not a lot, but I'm gonna drop them even more than they are now. So anyone that wants to come over, and that's the last time they'll be as cheap as they are, and they're gonna go then more expensive than they are now. So if you want any sessions one-on-one, they last forever. There's really there's like 6 months. Some have a year timetable. Depends on how many you book. I'm not gonna point me that's still 6 months. I'd imagine you use it in 6 months. But if not, there's no expiration date on that. It's not like, hey, thanks, too late. You didn't get them in a year by, or you didn't get them in it's 6 months. But come over if you ever think about ever wanting to trade live with me. Just at some point wanting to learn support and resistance in charting, the way I look at it and the way I feel like I'm getting to mastering it, and I'm not even there. I feel all of a sudden, and I do. I was like, I think I have 5 more years and I'm gonna master. Like 5 more years, hell, I'll probably be hopefully. But yes, I think 5 years from now it'll be. That's why I can't wait. I mean, I'll be driving hopefully my Ferrari around or any of the Jeeps around and being like, look. This is what just do this. If you can master charting, it's going to take some time, but this is just the simplest way to trade. It's the simplest, easy way to make money. But if you want to come over and ask me, like, hey, how do you trade? How do you stay in trades? I see you in trades. Even when you do go live, you don't go live. You're holding for fucking 30 minutes, whatever it is. How are you holding this long? I can't hold winners for 10 minutes, 5 minutes. I hold my losers for 3 hours, but gee golly, I can come on over. You want to, whatever you want to go over, you want to ask, you want to trade live with me, book them now because, again, the pricing will go up. You want to stay in Tradecaster for a long time, get the year subscription. It's worth it. Don't pay month to month. I promise you, you're going to love in the end that I know it's this kind of time of the year. You want to probably spend money on other stuff too. It's worth it, team. You're going to spend more money down the line. Just get the bigger year-long membership here at Tradecaster for sure. Let's see here. AMC. What do we got here? AMC for Ascension. Sorry, I see a ton of people that are. Let's see here. What do we got here? Oh, Melissa, sorry, all the way back. I had a lot of people all of a sudden miss the gene. See, by the way, do you know anyone who shorts with Quest Trade? I don't. I remember Quest Trade. Seems like a while. Let's see. Spy Gang. Have a weekend, boss. Have a great weekend. Have a safe, as I always say, safe, blessed, food filled. Not weekend, I guess, because I keep thinking it's the weekend because it's Thanksgiving's tomorrow. But we're off tomorrow, so there'll be no one in chat if you are, which it sounds like you're over in the UK or somewhere out of the States. Have a great weekend, or have a great Thursday. I keep trying to say, have a great Thursday. We'll be off tomorrow. There'll be no one in chat, for the most part. Maybe a few people here and there if you want to bounce some ideas. But hey, take the day off. Relax. Ease the brain. Chill the brain. Be back on Friday. It's only a half-day Friday, too. We close at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you definitely know at this time on Friday, it'll be... it'll only be that first hour, maybe hour and a half of the day where you see spikes on Friday. In Quest Trade, I don't know anyone that actually uses it. Let's go back through. Ascension AMC. Nice little grind up today from the Amsters. I would go with this little, pop right here. This trend line should pop. This will pop up, has a great trend line crack, and not a lot of support resistance areas built in. Point being, when you crack the trend line, it's only, in my opinion, right around the 775, because it should go right through 780, but the 775, 77 right here. This is the only area you're looking for. Once that cracks, you're, down to 760, 740. And that's why I always say we haven't moved a ton overall. We've moved from say 725 up to 7. We'll call it 8. We'll just call it 8. We have 75 cents today. That's decent. So again, if you move 75 cents and you get say 10, I was gonna say at least 20, no more than 10. But you get 25 cents out of it, right? That's a third of what it's moved today. Definitely if you get 25 cents, that's a third of what it's moved. I mean, just go back to the SPY, days or whatever, and a stock's moved $4, $5. You've gotten a third of that. You're going, wow, okay, that's pretty damn good, right? A third of any move is always great. People don't see that, but my point being, so if you got the trend line crack, maybe down to 7.6, 750-ish area, would be a great trade. For the long side, it'd be tough for me to want to, say to go much longer into this resistance it's running into, like just a hair over where it's got to today, right around 805 up to 820. We'll call it 810. We'll call it 810-ish area. We'll just call it the 810-ish area. That's some strong resistance. Does it get all the way up and through that today? I don't think so. Not with the volume that will probably slowly die off again, in my opinion. Let's see what we got here. What do we got here? Have a great weekend. Yeah, thank you. Trust me, or I should say, Spy Gang, I'll be eating so much food tomorrow. Melissa, the trade ideas is it depends on. I don't know if you can trade with trade ideas. That's the thing. I think what he was saying though, trade ideas. You might, I don't know if but it's gonna be through a different broker. That's not Trade Ideas isn't a broker. Trade Ideas is what I'm using. This is Trade Ideas right here, right? So what we're looking at on a day in, day out basis, this is Trade Ideas. This is what Deck's been using for a while. I've been using for a while. We know the owner, Dan Merkin. So Trade Ideas, that's why he said for charting, use Trade Ideas because it does have great charting. It's got all the scanners and all the stuff that comes with it. Depends on which one of the, which one you want to pay for essentially. Trade Zero is going to be the actual brokerage. Yep, exactly. Yep. I would say it depends on if you're, which I think you are, Melissa. Maybe you're not. I don't know if are you Canadian? Melissa, are you Canadian? I forgot which one. Are you Canada or are you in U.S.? I can't remember. I almost want to say you're Canadian, but are you? Which one? Which one though? Canadian, right? That's what I thought. You're Canada. Yeah. I was gonna say you could do Thinkorswim. I don't know if there's I thought there used to be a Canadian Thinkorswim or a version for Canadians. Maybe not. I just swear there was. Now you can't short with. My point being, you can go instead of paying Trade Ideas monthly, you could get Thinkorswim. It's free. This is the charting I use all the time. And that's what I tell traders. I'm like, if you're going to do that, I would just use Thinkorswim because now you're not having to use and you can go free long. I mean, even if you did want to put money in it, then you can go free all day long. Going long is my point, And then sometimes like me, you see I go short for free. So I just love Thinkorswim because to me, it's the best charting brokerage, best charting service there is out there overall. Even at that, I know just a ton of top traders that have used it. Now some of them are kind of moving on, trying to create their own thing, like TradeZilla with Umar, a Day Trade Professor with Trading View, I think is what it's called, or Trader View or Trading View. Trade Station's got a good, looks beautiful as well, like Trade Station. But I just would find something like that that's free. My point, you find something that's free that you don't have to pay monthly. And then you could also like, hey, you know what? I like this charting. I'm actually going to deposit $1,000 in here and see if I can't start maybe placing some trades and if I like it going long. There's my baby boy, Scott Shimp. See, you put a smile on my face as soon as you get over here. You know, make it gold over here. You better get your ass over here and show the gold chip now. Come on. You know, got to show the gold alerts over here for these guys too now. I miss you. Made you gold for a reason. And my Great Dane just yawned in my face too, and it smells pretty stinky. That puppy yawn breath. But yeah, man, I love you, Sky Chimp. You know I love you, baby boy. A little hard year for our football teams, but it's okay, you know. It's been a longer journey, I know, for you, especially a little bit more ritz and glory in the Florida Gators background than us Hogs. Although Hogs were great in the 60s and 70s and the end of the early 80s. It's just a lot of people don't remember that anymore. Most people forget those you know, those years. And like, the 60s? You mean the 1860s, boy, in the Civil War? Yeah, sure, I guess. Might as well be at this point. But yes, Florida Gators. Hey, my basketball team last night, I forgot about this, but to mention today, my Hogs lost. They don't have their best player, though, playing either. You know, they're missing the number one, the top recruit out of high school last year. Probably next year, we'll see how he plays this year. But already, next year's top NBA draft pick, top 2, 3, if not number 1, his name's Nick Smith Jr., out of Jacksonville, Arkansas. That's where I'm at and living right now. Look at a baby. Anyway, not playing yet. So we still don't have our best, pretty much one of the best players in the nation playing yet. So that'll be nice when we get him back. But man, it was a tough loss last night. Lose to some freaking Blue Jays. It's all right, though. Basketball team's looking dope, though. Our basketball team and Coach Muscle. That's the thing, like, you know, Sky Chimp. Coach. You got to get the coach. I realized that forever ago. Even though I didn't really like him when he was at Michigan State, even at LSU, and even kind of now with Alabama. But I know how you see greatness. But Saban. I was like, and I realized that forever ago when he came to LSU, you know, and of course, anyway, I was like, man, that's it. You got to have coaching. You know, it was back in the, when I was, you know, getting into sports and getting out of high school into college. And I'm like, man, it's coaching. If you have the right head coach, sky's the limit. You know, that's the thing. If you don't have the right head coach, man, it's like, I hate saying this. I love animals, but it's like beating a dead horse, you know? Like, you're putting yourself behind the 8 ball if you don't have a good coach. I know, right? Decca's trying to... Hey, it's all right. I like it. Yeah, I know. You're good. It's all good, though. Just the color. I know, man. Like, but yeah, I know. Exactly. But yeah, I'm like, come on, man. I was like, give my boy some love. That's why I keep saying that over there when I say it. Because, I mean, I know you're not... I'm not trying to say it to you. I'm saying it to him and the others. Like, hey, I've had him in my lobby for a while now. He's been gold. Come on. I said the same thing when, you know, before AV got his, I'd always be like, you know, to kind of like, and I need to start tagging Deck too. Like, hey, I have on a couple of them. Like, Deck, come on, man. What are you doing? Give the boy some love. And especially when you see all the other traders giving you all the love that you've earned, man. That's a good thing, man. That's like I said, just finding your rhythm. You know, if you can't find that, like, that's why, you know, they always call it the edge. But it's funny. I'm like, what's your edge? What's that mean? That's it. Finding your advantage in stock trading. Like you do in anything in life. I mean, I'm not a NASA scientist. I couldn't do no marine biology. I'd love to probably do that, actually. But could I? You know, probably not. Why? Because I don't want to put the work in. So am I really going to love it, right? You know, you put that effort in, that grind in because you love it. You do it day in, day out. That's what those guys do. I'd imagine most of those people that are flying, you know, to outer space, I'd be probably going, give me a bit, this is so fun, but I'd be puking just because I couldn't handle all the G's. They're just like, dude, this is so fun. Oh, this is fun, but I'm puking, man. This is crazy. How do you do this? My body can't even handle, like, 3 different, I don't know what my body can handle. I'd love to do that, too. It's one thing I like to do when I go to those, like, NASA school. I don't know if they really actually have those for the normal average human to take, but, like, that thing they spin you around, I don't know if I'd want to do that, because that then reminds me of that thing at the circus. Not the circus, but the fair. Because then I can maybe get good at it. You just go to the fair. You just follow like certain fairs around. And I don't know, old school Sky Chimp. I know you remember this one. They still have them at the fair if anyone's ever ridden them. I did it once. I'm like, I'm never doing that again. But the big, looks like a UFO essentially. And then you step inside of this UFO. It's got all these lights in there or whatever. But then you like go up against the wall, you know. And then you're like, I don't know I can't remember if you're sitting or standing. I swear the one I was in, you're standing. Because there's some you do like this and stand. They're probably now a little bit safer if you're sitting. And that thing just all you do. You just spin around in circles. I remember getting off that thing as a kid. Going like, whoa, nope, not doing that one again. I about threw up. Yeah, Saban is no joke, man. Saban. That's the thing, too. You know, that's why I've noticed, like, when I look it up, Catfish Hole, Mean Pig Barbecue, You know, one you can tell it's one owner. That's their business. That's their pride and joy. DBGI is spiking right now. Let's go to it. They run that thing with the fine tooth. But point being, they run it like a well produced old engine. It's day in day out, same thing. You know, when you keep that mechanical clockwork going, and yeah, do not mess around at all. And when you do that, you know, it's a fine tuned machine. 630 looking like DGBI. Let's go to actually DGBI on the DGBI on the scanner on the level 2 here team. DBGI, if I can actually put this in here. LULD is 669. So 669. Watch this right here, team. This is all over the place. Definitely, I try to tell you. That week before Thanksgiving, man, and especially it seems like the day before, because I just had the stories a couple of days ago as I brought up. Maybe it was yesterday, but I had stories from back in 2018. That's why I said, yep, that just clarifies it. Not that because I couldn't remember 2018. But point being, I had Facebook memories today, and they were my stories when I first started adding stories to Facebook and Instagram about stock trading, because I finally knew what I was talking about. But it was the day before Thanksgiving, and point being, and I knew, because it said, finally, the day before Thanksgiving, small cap penny stock world decides to, go crazy or whatever, and it was just one explosion after another. And that's where I'm like, yep, all the way back to my very first full year of being in chat was 2018. There you go. I was 2017. I was a member, but I just wasn't in chat all day every day. And it was my first winter, or I should say winter, fall. I just don't remember it. It was because it was so nuts. 2016 and 17 team, that's when Deck 2017 into 2018. That was the small account challenge that Deck took. He went 3K to 80K. Of course, blew my mind. That's before I was really trading stocks. I was penny stock. I was trading stocks, but I was doing paper trading. I was still in my paper trading 5-month run from that August 2017 until December. I was making some money, but it was just like shipper. It was just one spike after another. I don't really truly remember because it was just hot the whole entire, that's why Deck, if you've been in chat long enough, isn't like that anymore. You go back to previous years, especially last year when Deck was still just doing small cap stuff for the most part, or still looked at it a lot. And any year before that, Deck would always say, get ready, if y'all remember been in chat long enough, it would be like August to September, Deck would be, get ready team, get ready for November, October really especially, but get ready for November, it's coming. Because after 2015, 16, and especially 17, those 3 years in a row, end of October through December was just like, it was nonstop. You didn't hardly have a downtime. You're like, oh, it's slow. It's kind of slow today. There was never a day like that. It was just like, you've got to be kidding me. Again with this. It was awesome. TiVo went spy crack right here. I was gonna say the shelf cracks. I meant to get to that before it started cracking. It was in Leo. I don't know if Loco is my uncle Loco Leo still around. I alerted this little shelf crack right here. I said, watch for the shelf crack, whatever you want to consider the bottom, 470 all the way down to 460, whatever you want to kind of consider that bottom. And when we crack that shelf, watch for a pullback. You probably could get close to low of day, right around 400 into the high 399 area. You're good, Loco, but I remember it was you that brought it up. I always try to remember who brings the stock up and why we talked about it. It was you, I'm pretty darn sure. What was the price tag on that Grand Cherokee on YouTube? Oh, and I thought I saw that. I just hadn't got back to it when I saw that TiVo. The price tag. I'll show you. I need to get my, from them. I don't have the window sticker. I don't know why, because I ordered that one in my name, and I want to get it because I ordered that one in my name. And they just, for whatever reason, I still haven't got it from them. Because the idiots that detailed it before I got it, they get it off the truck, and they got it all nice and clean for me. They get it super shiny, like the tires and all that stuff. Inside's already super clean. They threw away my window sticker. And at the top, like my wife says, this vehicle was built especially for, and then it has your name under it. I'm like, what fucking asshole? Sorry, pardon my French, but what asshole doesn't see this vehicle is especially made for Josh Smith? I was like, what the? Anyway, I think the final price was, and I'd have to go back to see what I got billed for, but it was around 70. The bill price was 73. MSRP, I think what I got charged was somewhere around that 73-ish or so. Because luckily this was before pricing and everything started going up. I don't think you can actually see that, but there's the price anyway. But yeah, 72 to 73. They're probably up to like 75 to 78, somewhere in that range now, I'd imagine, with the, I luckily, because hey, you want to come, I don't know if you'd give it to you, but it's like, I know the general manager, I know the owner of the place, so I got mine for MSRP, It was awesome when they got it. I'm like, here, come on over. You can do your own payment. So I got to walk around the corner and kind of just, like just mess with stuff. And he's like, here's what your APR is going to be. And, all the different, it was cool. And I got to see like, hey, I'm getting it for MSRP, which was cool as hell. It's like, because most of those Jeeps, if you go look at them, they're knocked up. Well, I don't know about the Grand Cherokee Summit Reserve, but that's the Summit Reserve. That's a very there's nothing, I don't think there's really not much. I don't think there's anything I could add to that. That's what I love about Jeep. Like you go to BMW, you get an MC. You're still like, they still are gonna do like nickel and dime you. They're still gonna a la carte you at the end. Like you gotta be kidding me. That's what I love about Dodge, Jeep, Mopar products. You get like a Trackhawk, you go get the top of the line Challenger, Charger. You get the top of the line Jeep, Durango. It comes with all the old school term bells and whistles. So mine came with, you get Summit Reserve. You don't have to add the massage seats or the heads up display or the night vision camera. I mean, all that comes with it. Yeah, but Marky, it's not gonna have my name on it though, Marky. It's not gonna have my name on it. It won't have this vehicle's especially built for. It'll have just like the yeah, I'm like, no, it won't. That's what I want. I want my name on it. Because then I was gonna get it framed and add to the Jeep frames over here, but it's all good. Let's see, about to buy the wife a vehicle, just waiting on the car market bubble to pop. Yeah, wait for that. Let's see. Thoughts possible bounce from 400 back to the highs. No, I don't think it's gonna get that. Local Leo on a day. That's almost local Leo. That's too much tequila coming out. Point being, if you're saying a $400 bounce and moves all the way back up to 402.50 by end of day on the day before Thanksgiving, I will give you $402.05 or whatever and 50 cents if it does that. If this bounces off 400 and hits low of day and goes all the way back up in high of day, I'll do a $400 giveaway. I will do a $400 giveaway. Yeah, Marky, it sucks. I'll get it though. They can order it, and they're supposed to order it. I should call Zippy afterward and be like, bro, where is my? It's not that big. This is the main one because I lease my Jeeps too. Not my Wranglers. These are bought. That's why I frame these. I wasn't really too worried about mine because I leased my Jeep Grand Cherokee, because it's high end. It loses its. I mean, Wrangler shoulder, like I said, this used one, I could go sell this used one with the few hundred miles that I have on it now, and like deck with like a Ferrari. Well, even though in the market, I'll make my money back. I'll make $5,000-$10,000 easy on the Jeep. But the Grand Cherokee, it's gonna lose value 100%. Off the market. So I'm gonna, it's gonna hold some of it, but I'm not buying that. I lease those, and I don't drive them that much. I mean, I've had it since March, and I've only got. Just now I'm getting to 5,000 miles on it. It's because Avery finally took it to Dallas. But it's just now getting to 5K, and I do the 10,000 per year. Yeah, Ascension, they're just sick. Oh, Marky, I will. Yeah, Marky, I know the owner. I know the owner and the GM. I have Zippy's number. I talk to him all the time. He was just actually over Thursday before, a week ago yesterday, where he came over and played some NBA Jam. He beat me too. Beat me in my own game. Came over here and beat me. But I kind of let him at the first. I wish he was listening. At first, he hadn't played in a while. I hadn't either. But he was all off, and I was just kind of like jacking up threes. I was like, I could have been dunking left and right. I was like, I'm not that kind of a person, team. I don't know why I've never been that. Unless it's like a real game, I'm not a stone cold killer like that. I mean, I like Michael Jordan. Like Michael Jordan went up like 20-0. Like he don't care, right? He wants to kill you. I like that and love it. I don't know. I guess it's just too big of a. I don't know what it is. I'm like, I just can't do that to people. I feel so bad. Like this person has no idea what he's doing. Wranglers and Toyotas. Yeah, Marky. Wranglers year in year out, and Toyotas. Yeah, Toyotas too. That certain ones, but that Wrangler, especially certain Jeeps. But Jeep Wrangler, year in year out, usually is top 5 how it holds its value. And of course, I'll just show you guys so you can see. Like we'll just Google this real quickly. Jeep Wrangler. 392 for sale. TiVo, are you still around? Yeah, you're still around. I'm gonna show you. I'll show you the vehicle in a minute, TiVo. I think maybe. Oh, you probably already saw. You saw the vehicle. You watched the video, TiVo, right? You saw the vehicle, didn't you? But yeah, like here's some right here. So let's go to 3. Well, here's one right here. I mean, here's one, and I'd be making. This is if I already had 9,000 miles on my Jeep. This doesn't even have the Extreme Recon package or the one-touch top what mine has, where that big top that comes all the way back, my Extreme Recon. That's like $5,000 in extra value. That's what I'm saying. If I put $9,000 on my Jeep, or 9,000 miles on my Jeep, I could then list it for the price I paid for it, which was like, well, I paid like $87. Of course, after taxes, it was like, which I paid the tax. But so just point being, I get my money back, right? But yeah, these things hold their value crazy. Especially these, there's obviously a reason why. But here's one. Let's see here. This one's 91K, 85K. Here we go. Here's my point. How much these are going for, and all these used ones are going for overall. See, like here's a brand new one. Like, or that actually that's a used one. You can tell he did stuff to it. He's 109. Like, here's some new ones. Here we go. 2023. Even though they don't have the pricing on them yet. Anywho. Let's see, Spy. Let's see, TiVo. I should say, let's see, I like that. I'm already I'm thinking about the whiskey locally. I love it. So you think we're going sub 400 on Spy? I would think at this point, saying under the 9, we probably see one more pullback here. You know, generally get one more decent pullback. I think we do getting close. I don't think it get crazy under 400 unless we just see another massive sell-off. But in my opinion, the days that I've seen before Thanksgiving, which I've seen a lot now recently, what I called for, we get it in that first hour, maybe 2 hours of the day, and then volume just starts completely declining. And if we have that continuing, in my opinion, it won't be much movement. So maybe we get down to, say, 399.50. Maybe we get back up to 401.50 or something like that in the next hour, literally. You know, in my opinion, it's going to be a little bit slower mover. Cool, and you got it, TiVo. Yeah, dude, I 100%. I know, like I said, it depends on what you want to get. Everyone's a little bit differently, but if you won't find another SUV. I've looked. You won't find an SUV that comes with everything that one comes with, the Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit Reserve, and pay that price. I guess the Hemi engine was the upgrade. I added the 5.7 Hemi engine. I think that's it. I did the two-tone color look. I wanted that. That's kind of course, you're going to pick your color. But yeah, that thing, dude, you know, for what all it comes with, I think the only thing, and I looked today, because it's so weird you asked me, I got another survey. You can tell, I guess, just for recalls or just make sure everyone's okay with their Jeep. It was, I've already done this survey. So I clicked on it, opened up, but you could tell it wasn't the same. I just want to make sure. I'm like, no, this is like a newer, updated one. They want to make sure I'm still happy. But the one thing I did tell them that they could add the only thing I could think of that it does not have would be soft closed doors, which I love. So like when you go to close a door, it'll barely close and you're like, shit, and you got to go bump it, or you know what I mean? BMWs have this, I'm sure. Mercedes, I'm sure there are other vehicles that have it, but Beamer I know has it and I love it. It just barely, you have to shut it too, and then boom, it'll just completely shut the rest of the way itself. That shit is so awesome. Cooled and heated cup holders. That would be the other thing. Cooled and heated cup holders would be another badass option. Being able to turn it on cold or hot and kind of keep your beverage even that much colder or hot. Those are the only things I can think of. It completely drives itself. It has a self-drive mode. Has something that a lot of those Beamers don't have or Mercedes don't have. A lot of vehicles actually, Land Range Rovers, it has night vision camera. So, you know, the everything in front of you is digital right now. Everyone's got a digital gauge or whatever you want to call it, instrument cluster. It actually has this vehicle has a night vision or a FLIR camera, whatever you want to call it, you know, which is just crazy. So that's, but then it's got massage seat, you know, it's got everything else. It's got the ambient lighting on the inside now, heated and cooled front seats and back seats, heated and cooled. There's your move. Actually, a little bit bigger, drastic move, a little bit bigger sell-off. There you go, TiVo. So point being, if you were in short, here's what I'd say. If you were in short, or if you're in a put contract right now, I'd be locking some of that up. You know, it's clipping off your 400 area. I'd take some profit for sure. Slugger out for those of you. Hey, you too, boss. You too, Slugger. Happy Thanksgiving, Slugger. Happy Thanksgiving. Mark and the Funky Bunch. Yeah, Jeep moment. Love it, Fernie. Yeah, Jeep. I'm a big Jeep guy. Like I said, bought the two. Have a Jeep, purple Jeep that's pretty much, was it August we paid it off, I think it was. Was it paid off in August? I pretty much just paid that off. That's what was perfect timing getting the 392 in. So we have two Jeeps, two Jeep Wranglers. We have a 2017 and a 2022. One's a JK, that's Thanos. Then we have JL, that's the new one. That would be the 392. And then I've got a 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit Reserve. So 3 Jeeps. 3 Jeeps in this house. Love some Jeeps, needless to say. Yeah, Mark, you used to sell cars or something, right? Or you used to be a GM? Because I swear, I know you were just helping me a second ago. Isn't that what you used to do, Mark and the Funky Bunch? Sold some vehicles, or you were a GM or something along those lines? That's funny. And then I just had a DM from as well. So again, with my website, if you're just getting over here before you leave, or if you haven't left, website. We'll do a Black Friday sale as well. So I know I said I'm going to raise prices after Black Friday, and I will, but I'm going to even lower them once more. So I'm going to have one more small little pullback in pricing, slash what you see now. They'll be a little bit cheaper come Friday, essentially. I'll do it tomorrow, so you'll probably see it tomorrow night. But I'll have it ready for Friday morning, so I can tell you guys all day Friday through Monday. That's what the pricing will be. I'll keep it through Cyber Monday, so that way you guys can come over. And again, there's no expiration date on those sessions. One-on-ones last forever. Come get one, come get ton, or come get none, and be left out of the fun. At least 12 years in the car biz, yes, mostly Ford. There you go. Mostly Ford and FCA. No offense with Ford, but boy, they've completely copied off the Wrangler in that Bronco, bro. I parked beside a green one a couple days ago, and I literally didn't notice because I don't really look at the Broncos that much until I parked beside it. And I took a picture. I thought it would be cool to post because it was their green color too. I'm like, from door handles all the way around to the license plate location. I was like, the interiors are definitely different for sure, but the exterior is almost identical except for, I would say, maybe the front grille. That is about the only thing they changed was the front grille. I'm like, bro, like, come on. Like, you completely just look like a Wrangler over here. Hey, no offense. I mean, understand. I got it. So I said no offense, because hey, you're copying off a beautiful vehicle that's been around for forever. Served the military at one time, actually. Nice, Chef Boy. Well, my wife's Bronco. You're like, okay, I got to put it to the wife. Got to put it to the wife. I would like to get one, and because my wife even like the 4-door ones that are not, of course, the higher series. Any model is always a little bit nicer, right? But there was one that was, looked good. I mean, it looked good. It definitely did. I'd want to get an all black one. I'd name it Bronco though. Because of the Broncos, I'd love to name it Bronco. Maybe get an orange one. Ooh, if they did like a burnt orange one, those old orange ones. Remember the big block ones they used to have? Oh my God, those big body ones back in the day. I wouldn't mind getting one, honestly. Yeah, but the Bronco but they hadn't been consistently around since the 70s. They took that, they were off for last 15, 20 years or so. When's the last time they made the Bronco? It was either the late 90s. I mean, I think after OJ killed the Bronco. I think we all know OJ killed the Bronco. OJ Simpson and the police chase of 94. After that, Broncos were just bye Broncos. Thank you, Jeep and Wrangler. We will definitely take off here. But I'm just saying, Wranglers have never had it's been consistent, since the CJs, the L, whatever they all been, before that. I mean, come on, they served the military. That's pretty badass. They served the military. Well, it was back then too. It was like, I forgot exactly what it was. Almost like it was like a Ford Jeep product. It was weird how they named it back in the day too. I have to go back and look at that. Hey, but no offense, like I said, Broncos are pretty sweet. Yeah, not the name, not the name brand recognition you want to be associated with there, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Woo! Here's your sell-off team. I did mention, I don't think it was you, Uncle Leo. I think it was someone else that brought up Low of Day Spy, and I said, when I was dumping off earlier, I said Spy could see the 398s, and here we go. I mean, I don't know if I alerted that or if I said that out loud. I can't remember if I alerted that or said it out loud. I can't remember. Oh, here we go. It's CR Trader, and I do have it. Here we go. All right, so I do have this, and I thought maybe, here we go. Spy alerted move to possible. That's crazy. I thought I alerted that to CR Trader. Spain 7-0, huh? 7-0 Zippo. Wow. Wow, he says, wow. There's a little bit of just Thanksgiving Day. Yeah, I mean, if anything, if you were in short, 100% would be a good move. Like I said, to take some here. Here's this one. I want to pull this up too, though. I mean, of course, you look at these two. Because this isn't, I don't know, because Chef Boy, you ordered one, so I don't know what, you could probably tell what package this is. You can tell this is kind of one of the lower tiered packages, I will say that. But door handles, gas, obviously it's gonna probably be in the same spot, but still, just all the way down. Look at the tail lights with the black and the black with the black on the tail lights. license plate location. At least put on the other side at least. You can't go the right side. But yeah, from the outside, I was like, man, this is a complete knockoff. Well, I mean, you know what I mean? Just not completely the same, but I mean, I'm no offense, but what? No offense, but come on, make it a little different, make it a little bit different. And I think a lot of people too at First Chef when that like the Zilla 392 though. I love those tires too and the wheels. But I think a lot of people too. We wanted the old one. We wanted the big block. We wanted that old school we wanted that 70s, 80s, or the one that OJ. I think maybe that's why. Maybe back to OJ. Maybe back to OJ. And they're like, nope. They just pulled up a picture. Like they had the first design out. Everyone's like, oh shit. Oh snaps. Oh my god, dude, look at that. And then the COO just pulls up a picture of OJ driving the Bronco. And just does this. And everyone's like, ah, shit, damn, you're, and then he's like, you're fired. I'm like, gotta go with the more modern looking one. I'm like, no, I want the big daddy. I want like a Bronco. I really wish it was bigger than the Wrangler, you know, where it was like, made the Wrangler look little. You know, I'd be down with that. I'd be like, damn, Bronco coming out hard. They'll get there though. Maybe they'll make some kind of cool edition, like you said, on that Sasquatch edition or whatever. It's what, yeah. That's what I think you're saying. The 3-inch lift, 35-inch tire. That's what the big one was. That's what ours is called the Extreme Recon package. It is a 3.5-inch lift with 35-inch tires. Then it comes with a God, what is it called? The new rear. Oh my God, I can't even remember. But then, like, the Fox shot, yeah, all the different, whatever, I can't even remember what all it comes with exactly. You can put 37s on. Oh, and it comes with the new gearing, too. I forgot because of that 392 engine that's in it, that V8 that's in it, which is obviously just, like you said, Bronco, which I think they're putting one out. They're putting that Raptor out, but it's only like 400 horsepower and something torque. I mean, they need to up it up. This one's 470 and 470. Yeah, there you go. And that's what's so funny is I'll pull up this article right here. It says the all-new 2021 Ford Bronco Sasquatch package. You got the which I love those beadlock wheels. The wheels are beadlock, which is really badass. Doesn't really. What's funny, I like how they pretty much used almost the same tire. They just went from Wranglers are using the BF Goodrich All-Terrain KO2s, Sasquatch Goodyear Territory instead. Same tire size though. All right, team. Questions, comments, concerns. What do we got here? Raptor's still a V6 though. Oh, okay, it's twin turbo. Okay, twin turbo V6. What is that? See, look what happened to the from a Bronny Vehicle says, yeah. That's oh yeah, the Blazer. That was the other one too, the Blazer. That's the other one that I definitely remember big time, Marky. 100%. That was the other one too. I was like, what was the other one? I was like, because it was the other one. I was saying that. I was like, what was the other one that just came back out? And yeah, now that looks it's like almost trying to compete with the Jeep Grand Cherokee. You know what I mean? But it's even almost seems to be smaller than that. What's up, Jay Chan? I forgot West Coast boys. Oh, yeah, exactly. Of course, that Chef Boy. I didn't think about that. It's funny though. Let's see if there's that one with this. Well, dang! I thought I had this play engine video. I thought it's like you could actually hear the. That's not the wrong one. It shows the Hydra. That's hilarious. Anyway, I was gonna try. That's the one thing too. I was gonna try to play too, which I don't know. Chef Boy, I'm sure you probably maybe have heard. Maybe you haven't. But the exhaust for the 392. Have you heard with the Extreme Recon? I said the Extreme back to that. But that to me, the Extreme Recon package is badass to have for sure. You know, with the different 392. Regardless, if you get the 392, you're getting badass. You know, gearing. You're getting badass shocks to any of that kind of stuff that comes to transmission to the. What other word am I looking for with the mind blank right now? It's like shocks and this how stable it drives, but you get my point. The word I'm lacking right now. Anyway, but the Extreme Recon package is badass to add to that. So you're just getting a higher lift, you're getting bigger tires, the reinforced hinge, gate or whatever. So it has Jeep badge on it and stuff, and it actually can hold your 35 or 37 inch tires if you want to go to 37s. But it's that exhaust and the one touch top to me. Take it to the whole nother level. Like those two things that Jeep did, that exhaust, I don't know if you heard it though, that exhaust, hey, happy Thanksgiving to you. Ace, happy Thanksgiving. But that exhaust honestly it's mind blowing, honestly. Here's one of me taking off right here, and I'll actually give you the audio. There we go. I was like, finally. I was like sitting there talking to myself. There we go. But yeah, that was like, man, that Jeep is seriously, whoo, that exhaust. And that's what's awesome. It has a button because my wife's like, yeah, I need to I need to turn that off. She turns it off and then boom, it only will it'll sound like then a Challenger or a Charger. You only really hear it when you floor it or slam it. You won't hear the exhaust, but man, you turn the exhaust valve, like there's an exhaust valve button you can turn on and off. Mind blowing. Blows my mind. Oh, and team, I didn't bring this one up, but it hit low of day twice. I did want to talk about this. I did talk about when it first clipped out early and bounced up, and then we did it again. Remember my scale out zone or my target, go back, I had the alert from earlier, was 1.5. Boom, whammy team, 1.5. Look at that, was the bottom low of day. So I love doing that. Going back, knowing that I scaled out at the low of day area, that was beautiful. This one just kept cracking. I know Melissa was talking about this one earlier. Boy, this one just had a feeling those Spike Gang's already gone too. I had a feeling to hold like 50 of those shares, unless it got back over my entry price. But just hold like 50 or even 100 shares for this move all the way down to this. Oh my good gee. Now TMPO I did about clip the bottom. Didn't really crack back in. It might a little bit more. But I sold right here. This is exactly where I wanted to get to, and when it opened up, it was just, I told you it was gonna have a crazy gap down. As soon as it opened up, I was out of this play. I alerted this to you guys watching. I kept saying, hey, watch for this short, watch for this short, watch for this short. Did exactly like I wanted that NAMS did. Same kind of gap up or small little move, essentially small move up, but it really wasn't that big. It actually probably wasn't even a gap up. Where did we call it? A penny. And then boom, we just went straight down into red. Loved it. That's exactly what I look for in those shorts, in the halty type plays, because this is what you get. You get the gap or the halt down, but then just like you got gap ups, you're gonna get a gap down. Look how big the gap down was, team. We closed at 1364. We opened at 1040. That was that was a $3 gap down. That was massive. That was gorgeous. Right, yeah, Marquis, so they make an L. They make a Jeep Grand Cherokee L now, and that's the 3-row. And that's kind of what got rid of the Durango. I don't think they're going to stop making Durangos. I think maybe they already did. Or they're going to soon. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a vehicle that's going to be done with, because that's just the Jeep Grand Cherokee L. I mean, literally yesterday, recently I had one driving beside me, and I literally at first glance thought it was a Durango. You know, I'm like, whoa, what? No, that's, you know, but no, it's nice. It's a little nicer, of course, and newer, more modern looking. I'm not a big fan of the longer vehicles, but they do make a 3-row, and it's the L. Mine is the 2-row though. Yes, I've always had the 2-row. They've had the 2. That's what's been around for forever. The 2-row, the Jeep Grand Cherokee. The 3-row is the L, and then they have the Wagoneer, which would be then even, you know, the school bus. That would be your suburban. Whatever else was. What else is there? What's the long Navigator? If there's a longer Navigator. But yes, one of those. Yeah, Wagoneer is crazy pricey. Yeah, that one is pretty pricey. I mean, you're getting all the same things too in the L. So you can, if you need 3 rows, get the L. You know, you don't want to spend that price because you're pretty much getting. I mean, the one thing it's big, it's sizey. You know, you get those big old cabin chairs or whatever they're called in the back. You know, where you get you get the big ass chairs, right? So it's like essentially 4 big seats, 1 seat, 2 seat, 3 seat, 4 seat. You can walk around in there. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I can't lie about that. But I don't like the back end of it, and they can fix that over time, I think. But it's a little pricey. Captain chairs. That's what I thought they were called. 130K Canadian. Yeah, exactly. That's pricey. That's pricey. I mean, anything's getting pricey anymore. It's funny when people are like, Jeeps are getting expensive, and I'm like, well, y'all want Jeeps to just be $45,000, $50,000 vehicles forever? If that's so, in the world we live in now, it's not going to be a nice vehicle. Just won't. You know, it's. You know, you go press that heat seater and it's gonna go right through we're gonna have so many lawsuits. Oh, well, we use the cheaper heat. You know, it's like, no, if you want a nice vehicle, you're gonna have to spend a little money and they have to get good product in it. So like when, you know, mine, like when these people see how much that is, and I'm like, $75K, and I'm like, bro, it's got massage seat, it's got a freaking night vision camera in it. Hello, what are you talking about? It's got pretty much everything you can do. It drives itself. You're gonna pay $70K for a car that does all that. You're going to. Go to a different logo, and you're going to be spending $90 to $100K for all that's in my Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit Reserve. You know, you go to a Lexus, a BMW, a Mercedes, and go down, you know, whatever, not Navigator, but Lincoln. You go to definitely Cadillac, whatever, you know, keep going down the line, but you're going to be spending way more money for what you're getting in that. Now, again, that's why, you know, Jeep's kind of trying to get to me in that middle echelon. Range Land Rover would be another one that you're going to be spending more. You'd definitely be spending more for all that. Just pretty much every, you know, the top of the line, hey, it comes with everything. You didn't add anything, or you've added, everything's pretty much added to it. That's $100K almost across the board for any of those other dealerships or brands or logos or names. Yes, exactly. Well, that's why I'm, you know, but again, but Toyota, Honda. I would say Toyota, Honda. What are the other brands that to me are, my gosh, I can't remember them all anymore because I don't even look at cars anymore. I look at my cars. But they have, Nissan would be one. They have a lot of that stuff. They won't have all the stuff that's in my Jeep. And to me, it's not as high grade as quality. You know, to me, like, you know, if you're getting a Honda, if you're getting a Toyota, if you're getting you know, that's where I think Jeep was trying to elevate themselves to that. Because when I first got the Jeep, and everyone was like, is that a Land Rover, a Range Rover? You can tell they're trying to get up to that next level too, as well. But yeah, bro, I remember when a Civic was $18K. Now Civic Touring costs $39,000. But yeah, when I saw Civic, I was like, bro, I remember Civics back when they were like, you saw them all left and right, Civics, Hondas, or Civics and do they make the Accord anymore? Do they make the Accord? Because there used to be a ton of Accords on the road too. That was like the 2 cars you saw all the time, early 2000s. You saw so many Civics, so many Accords. But that's crazy. I remember that though too. I definitely remember. Trust me. Yeah. The deck one day was talking about I was like, "What?" I was talking about doing a giveaway a couple of years ago. It's like $15,000, $20,000. But that was even funny, you know. But even then, I was like, "Man, what car are you getting for $15,000, $20,000?" I mean, they won't have anything on it. It'd be the lowest of the lowest. It's crazy. That's like any more stuff. Just, you know, the pricing goes up on stuff for sure. They still make the Accord with a redesign. Okay, huh? That was just, there you go. So yeah, I was about to say that was definitely a high selling vehicle. The Jeep brand is definitely moving up scale. They are definitely trying to play with the big boys. Hey, with this last one, like I said, I mean, I was impressed. I liked it because I've been in Beamers. And I've point me in cars that have interior, the interior ambient lighting. Two things I'll say that this has probably, and one I know has. I'll start with the one it's in line, if not better. They're in ambient, which is like, who cares about that? I wanted it. I've never had that before. I think it's pretty and kind of cool to have and being able to change the colors. Their ambient lighting it's to me the way it looks better and better designed and not as cheap as Beamers. And not just BMWs that I've been in, but I haven't been in the new M Series SUVs. But I have been in an the new M. I had that down in Florida. For the seminar, I had a 2022 M4 competition, and the interior lighting the two. I'd give Beamer like a 6 or 7. It's nice, but I'm like, you can tell anyway. Jeep, I'd give like a 9. The one thing I know Jeep has, and I've been in a ton of different vehicles because I've test driven some for fun, during the day, obviously, back before it was in 2019, even recently, just for fun, I'll go test drive and just see what they look like, is the sound system. It's done by Macintosh. Macintosh hasn't done interior sound for a vehicle since the 80s, I want to say. Might even be before that, but I want to say it's the 80s. And the fact that Jeep they're the first vehicle they've worked with in that long. Everyone's like, holy shit, Jeep got Macintosh. And I'm like, who the fuck? Who's Macintosh? We talking about like Apple computers? Like, oh, Macintosh? What? Hold on here. What? Like, no, it's called Macintosh, and it is by far the cleanest, loudest, best sound system I have ever heard in my life for a vehicle. It's not even close. It's like back in the day when we all want to get, it's the sub so loud, but I can turn it up all the way to 38 or 40 or whatever it goes to. And yeah, it'll bust your eardrums, but there's not a break in the sound. It sounds just as clear if it's at 10 or 12. It's like, wow. It is, I truly just drove my Jeep at first just to go jam some of my favorite songs in the sound system. Was in complete awe. I watched a video before I got it, and this old guy, you can tell is a British guy, definitely knows his vehicles. Most high-end stuff's British, right? You're at least European. Let's just call it European, not British. European. But he would tell us a European guy. I don't want to say it was British, but he was a European guy. And he had that European accent. Couldn't tell where he's from, but he was doing that was his job essentially, is on YouTube or working for whatever company and doing the review for whatever the new vehicle was. And I remember halfway through it and him saying that, and I'm like, really? But he was saying in his accent, I can't remember his accent now, but he's like, this is by far the best system. He was high, and I was like, well, what's this Range Rover? What's this AMG Mercedes he mentioned? He was talking about the high-end Mercedes, the Rovers, and he's like, this beats them all. And I'm like, what? It does. I mean, it does. It's crazy. It's crazy gorgeous. I like it, Marky. I like the ambient lighting. It's pretty cool. Uh-oh, there's my cue. Let's Love Ship. There we go. Love Ship. The Love Ship. You know me. Love some. Boy, I love love that M4. I mean, when did you get what year is your M4 if you're still listening, Love Chip? But yeah, love me some of that system, man. It is just like, whoo. Here, I'll look that up too real quickly. I was trying to see if there was like an article, that said that talked about that talked about the last time. Let's see here, Queenie, come here. I can't find the point being the last time they Queenie, go lay down, baby girl. The last time, it's not showing that, but it's been a while. But here's an article. Point being, let's see, where was it down here? The listenability is critical trait in all systems. I like best, like the Mercedes, but whatever it is. It says what is arguably the king of branded audio systems, the Bentley and whatever. The Jeep Macintosh system absolutely plays in the category, and I can't wait to get some. So you get my point. To me, you get my point. It is mind-boggling beautiful. I think I'm leaving, but I'm afraid power may be good. Haha, let's see. Yeah, when'd you go? 22. It is a 2022. I thought it was a 2022. That's badass. Melissa, I don't think you're going to miss much. I'm about to be done for the day, team. It is just, I'm telling you, for the rest of the day. And I told you, like I said with the SPY, you know, earlier with TiVo, I said, hey, these dips down into $3.99. Take that profit. You know, I had a feeling that just was not, that's about as low as you're probably going to get today. I think we're going to stay, the volume's just going to stay low. It's going to be hard to really move up and down with no volume overall in these plays. Most of the plays that we were watching earlier, DBGI is the main stock that's actually up that you keep your eye on. Bins for SUVs, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. If you want to spend $100,000+, you're not gonna, like I said, you're not getting a Mercedes Benz with all the stuff that I got for 80. You know, for 75K, we'll say is what I paid for it. You will not get a Mercedes Benz with everything that I got in mind. But yes, they're definitely nice. My probably overall favorite line of SUVs would be probably BMWs. Those would be my overall favorite line of SUVs. They're SUVs, as they would call them, or SAVs. I like AMG stuff. I like M series stuff. I like Range Rover. Range Rovers are really clean. I've always been a fan of Rovers and Land Rover, Range Rovers. Those have always been beautiful too. They have a nice lineup. But that's the thing. You're gonna be spending easily, you know, 100K if you're getting, you know, like the top of the line, their top of the line vehicle with all the stuff, like all the, you know, like I said, like to just nail you for every little thing. You're like, oh, you would like to add on cooled seats now? This doesn't come with cooled seats already. What? Yes, we would like $2,000 more for those cooled seats. Thank you. Like, no, bro. Like, I'm good on that one. I'm gonna go over here to my Jeep. They already included it. Marky, get a MB SUV for 80K. You're lucky to get heated rear seats and a spare tire. Yeah. Are there any bets for how many plates AKs? That should be the over-under. Over-under. AK, 4 plates or less. That includes the pies. Or does it? And then like, okay, including pies, 6 plates. I'll at least do for sure, team, because I'm really heavy on the first two. Yeah, the first 2 plates, I'm pretty heavy. I don't go probably past 3 plates, honestly. Parlay the pies. I like it. You gotta parlay the pies. What up, Sniz? How we doing? I like it, though, team. I love you guys. I love you guys. What up, AK? Happy Thanksgiving to you and you too. You too. Love you guys. Love all of you. Marky Mark, Melissa, love Chip. Hoping you have 7 a.m.s available. Definitely, yeah. Melissa, I'm going to be a book. Oh yeah, so yeah, next week I've got some available. Loco Leo, my uncle. You know, it makes sense. My crazy Uncle Leo, honestly, that makes 100. That duh. Mercedes is just written all over you. I mean, you know, you see me like, and you kind of get to know me. You're like Jeep guy. You know, maybe there's like likes a little fast in there. You can just tell. So he just wants to run over stuff. Yeah, every once in a while likes to go fast and real loud car. Yeah, Jeep maybe Mopar, right? You know, some people are like that girl drives a Lexus. You can just tell that girl drives a Lexus. Just Lexus written all over. Oh damn! You know that dude's got a caddy. You know that bro right there. He's got a caddy on 20s, white wall tires. Caddy white wall tires on the 20s. Let me call it right now. Let's go follow him. Let's see if he's got it. That was kind of the game we used to play back in the day. Who drives it? And so we'd see the car and we'd drive up on it. We'd try to guess it, like me and my friends back in the day when we do on road trips. We'd say, who drives it? I'm like, okay, I'm going white lady, 70s, really fat. She's driving slow. She's got Cheetos or something in her hand. It's something. Driving slow. That's why. She's fat. That or on her phone. I don't know. Like, that's how we got through road trips. Melissa, have a great Thursday, team. Yeah, if you're heading off for the weekend, team, Queenie, I'm not done yet. Here, if you are booking, you want to come over again to get those one-on-ones. They're so easy to book. The pricing will be down come Friday because I'll have Black Friday sales as well. It's all done through Zoom. It's very easy. You don't even have to have Zoom. You don't have to pay for anything. All you're paying for is my one-on-ones. You'll get an email when you book the session. Save that email because it's got the link in it, the Zoom link for you and I to do the one-on-one. They're always an hour plus usually. I'll definitely give you an hour. That's what you paid for. But usually I'm going over an hour. Again, mentally, Psychological questions. You want to go over charting. You want to go over setup, style, strategy. You want to trade together. Whatever it might be, book some because they're good forever. And I love helping you guys out. I've helped over 100 traders in chat. I've been doing them for a year and a half. Maybe one day, and I should do a testimonial, and then you can see the slew of traders that I've helped out. And like, oh, damn, I didn't know he helped that person. Oh, damn, I didn't know he helped that person. I would love to do, maybe need to do that one day. And you're just like, who is he? Is anyone even taking these sessions? But I would love to I need to do that probably and say, hey, can you give me like a quick 10, 15 second testimonial? If video would be great. If not, I'll do a big audio clip, whatever. That's cool. I guess I can do those too. Happy Thanksgiving, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. The pack says happy Thanksgiving as well. They'll be eating good tomorrow. I'm going to give my pack some turkey. Melissa, the earliest you do is 7 a.m., 8 Eastern, right? Yes, that is the earliest I do is 8 a.m. Eastern. An hour and a half for the opening bell. An hour and a half before the opening bell. SMG, my baby boy, still back there, still like you're like in the back talking. Like I feel like because I'm talking this way, like I'm like, oh, SMG's still back there. What's up? Still in class? What's up, baby boy? You getting some turkey tomorrow? No cranberry sauce? Oh, I gotta have cranberry sauce again. Olives. That's it. If I see olives, I'm running. If there's no olives, I'm eating it. I'll take it down for a bite and see if I like it if I never had it before. SMG still in the house. Oh, KP. You still back there? Ah, love Chip. Front row. I love you. Love Chip's always in the front row. Love Chip. Love Chip. He said, man, yeah, but I didn't bring the cookies today. You didn't bring me cookies. Frickin' tomorrow. Thanksgiving. You brought me a pie. Cookie pie. You could have brought me a cookie pie. Love Chip. Sorry, I still love you, Love Chip. Still lots of love for Love Chip. What you did at the seminar, I'll never forget. Made Deck blush on stage. He's like, oh, AK's the best, huh? AK. He's second best. Deck's the best. But I like how you thought I was the best. That's cool. I like that. I feel good about when you say stuff to my ears. And I don't even know, you don't even know that I'm probably there listening. But I am. And I loved it. That was cool. Because you didn't know I was listening. Probably, maybe. Maybe you did. I don't know. But I caught it. And I heard it. And I liked it. All right, guys. You know what? Hold on. Let me let these guys are just like whining to go out. Let's go out. Who wants to go pop up? You want to go second? Pop up. 1 second. Yeah, sorry, I had to let those guys out. They were just like nonstop around me, just giving me the worst of time. Daddy B Trading, what's up? Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Love Chip. Daddy B Trading, Geek Bomb, Melissa, SMG, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, J Chan, Geek Bomb, Snizinator. Each and every one of you that are still out there, Loco Leo. You're still back in the back of the class and I just can't see you. Have a great Thursday. Chef Boy, I'm just trying to scroll back. Ace, anyone still around? Happy Thanksgiving, team. Please enjoy time with your friends, family, your close ones. You never know. You just never know when your last moment in life's going to be, or their last moment's going to be, or even your pack members. I love my dogs. Try to cherish those moments. A day like tomorrow, when you get to relax, you most likely, and I'm sure all of you do, have the day off. If you do, enjoy the day off. Relax. Eat food. Enjoy time with people that you like to enjoy time with. Maybe it isn't the family. Understand that. But know that there should still be some love in most family and that you may not see them if something happens, say on Friday or Saturday, ever again. So go give them a big hug, a smack on the ass, a pucker on the cheek. I don't care. Just tell them you love them from AK47. And they're like, who the hell? I'm like, yep, we love you from tradecaster.com. Spend time with them. Spend time with your friends and loved ones, especially you. If you have a significant other that you love as much as I love my wife, spend time with them tomorrow. It's going to fly by. It's going to be Friday before we know it. It's going to be next month before we know it. This is your one day off to relax and enjoy your day. Enjoy it, team. Please enjoy it. And any of your Canadians out there, it's all right. Enjoy it for us. You know, if it's just a normal day for you and like, well, I don't have off tomorrow. I live in Israel, AK. I don't even know what Thanksgiving is. What is Thanksgiving? Sorry. Enjoy it for us. All right, anything else, team? Love TiVo. That's right, TiVo. TiVo, love you, man. You, Kush, Deck. But in terms of who I gravitated to the most, relate to the most, it was you. You helped me with that. I appreciate it. My first screen, really? It was because of me you got your first screen trade? Are you kidding me? That's pretty badass. I like that. Loco Leo, have a happy Thanksgiving. That's right. I got to start handing out some pies. What the hell am I doing over here? How am I not handing out pies to everybody today? Everybody, forget the bangs from now on. Everybody's getting pie. Everybody pie. I love pie. Gotta always show, appreciate that. That's why I appreciate that, boss. I appreciate that. No, I really do. Like I said, that some of the most blessed. I wasn't expecting much. But getting there and seeing the feedback of people understanding and knowing who I was, that was huge. Mind-blowing, humbling, just a lot of different emotions and feelings going on. And even like day trade professors, people, because I got on live with them a few times and I was trying to, so they'd see my face. Oh, I remember you from the live stream, because they love my energy or whatever it was. And then the whole, man, I thought you were a lot shorter, but just getting to know people and they knew and recognized me, that was, because again, I still just like, I'm just you. I'm just anybody else. I'm nobody special in my opinion. This is just what I do for a living. That's fine. But I guess the fact that, you're going to have people that are going to stick out a little bit more so. And I'm super happy and just humbled to be that person for you guys in any way that I can. So it means a lot, when you guys would come up and tell me anything, or then you buying me drinks, or you saying that, Alex Vaughn a couple of times telling me how I'm one of the most disciplined, if not I am, the most disciplined trader I've ever. I cannot believe your whatever he would say, how his verbiage, and I'm just like, I'm sitting there just like, usually have a lot to say. I'm just like mind blown, like, really, me? Fayez, what's up? Bosch just came back in. I got stopped out on my Manu short. Yeah, Manu Ginobili over here. I kept wanting to say Manu, but it's Manu. But I kept wanting to say Manu Ginobili. Yeah, it just never really broke down. Broke that shelf. I forgot about that. Broke that small little shelf and came flying right back on up. So I was done. I got all my great trades in early. Did I say great? I'm not, they were great today, though. After not trading all week long, I learned this from the opening bell. I said, watch from the 170 shelf crack on down to 150. Boom, shakalaka, we hit low of day right there. This was another great one, obviously. Perf was another one that was pretty nice. We got a great shelf crack right there from the VWAP on down. NAMS was just money saying, hey, watch when this turns red. It's going to go to a halt. It's going to move. I mean, look where NAMS is at now. And then another one, TMPO. So we just had shorts all day. Stocks pop up and become good short opportunities from not trading all week, placing. And then even this morning, waking up, not thinking I was even going to be trading that much at all today, or even at all, because I didn't see a lot at the opening bell. Next thing you know, I've traded 5 times or whatever for the day. Let's see, Loco Leo PS. If we go near the highs, you got to give the you're good. Yeah, I see it pushing up, but I was like, there's no. Again, we got 2 hours left, right? A little 2.5 hours, whatever it is left. If this hits 4:00, it's got to hit high of day. But if this hits high of day, hey, so it's got to get over 402.50. But I'll do it. It won't happen today. I'm about to get out of here. I got to go make food. I'm about to be done because I think most of you guys can tell y'all are done as well. Day is really moving slowly out to the right. I got some pies. I got some chicken and dumplings to make. I got some more food to cook. But it will be $400. I love you guys. 400. I think you guys are awesome. Thank you, Loco. Spy got the spy trend line. There you go, though. Fayez, look at you. Just put those lines in and trade them. Loco Leo, always here for you guys. Always, always, always here for you guys. Well, team, there's only one way and one way to go out only. It's not the end of the week, but it's almost that time. No, it's not cowbell time, but it's that special time of the year when it's, we have not really many Thanksgiving songs, but there is one Thanksgiving song. Maybe you've heard of it before. Maybe you haven't. If you haven't, you're in for a little delight. It's sung by an actor. You've probably seen a few of his funny movies before. Loco Leo and everyone else, Fayez, Love Chip, Fanny. Is that Fanny? TiVo. Guys, have a great weekend, or I keep saying weekend, but have a great day off tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day off today, really, kind of moving forward now. Just relax. Don't trade anything maybe. Tomorrow we are fully off. Friday's a half day. That's why I keep saying weekend, because we're about to kind of move into the weekend, because moving out, it almost feels like a Friday because we're off tomorrow. And then Friday itself, it is only a half day, so there won't be a lot of movement there, and we won't be here that long on Friday. Have a good Thanksgiving, a happy Thanksgiving, a food-filled, blessed, safe holiday tomorrow, team. If you're traveling tonight or tomorrow, please be safe and watch out for all the crazy idiots on the road. And please don't start drinking until you are settled in a chair and you aren't moving for the rest of the night. Okay? There's my little safety tip. Love you, team. See you all back here on Freaky Friday Takeover. We'll be going live all day long, Lost Boys and Lost Girls. Let's hear it, Adam Sandler, and a little of that Thanksgiving song. Yeah, we want to hear it, Adam. 3, 2, 1. Lost girls, lost boys, a bang!
Love to eat turkey. Love to eat turkey. I love you. Love to eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Love to eat turkey like a good boy should, 'cause it's turkey to eat. So good. That clapping's messing my head up, man. I appreciate it, but I was trying to think of the next line. I'm like, all I hear is clapping. Here we go. Thanks anyways. Turkey for me, turkey for you. Let's eat the turkey in my big brown shoe. Love to eat the turkey at the table. I once saw a movie with Betty Grable. Eat that turkey all night long. 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. Turkey lurkey do and turkey lurkey dap. I eat that turkey, then I take a nap. Thanksgiving is a special night. Jimmy Walker used to say dynamite. That's right. Turkey with gravy and cranberry. Can't believe the Mets traded Darryl Strawberry. Turkey for you and turkey for me. Can't believe Tyson gave that girl BD. White meat, dark meat, you just can't lose. I fell off my moped and I got a bruise. Turkey in the oven and the buns in the toaster. I'll never take down my Cheryl Teague's poster. Wrap the turkey up in aluminum foil. My brother likes to masturbate with baby oil. Turkey and sweet potato pie. Sammy Davis Jr. only had one eye. Oh, turkey for the girls and turkey for the boys. My favorite kind of pants are corduroys. Gobble, gobble, goo, and gobble, gobble, giggle. I wish turkey only cost a nickel. Oh, I love turkey on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.